Well, hey, good day to you. This is Todd. I'm a regular dude walking in the Word. Hey, as you can see, we are going through Philippians here. We're in prison because that's where Paul wrote prison. So anyway, got my toilet over here, which Paul would not have had. He probably would have had a bucket or something. And got my bed all nice and made up and everything, and been counting down the days when I might get out of here. So the book of Philippians, it's written by Paul to the Philippians while he's in prison. Have you ever had someone say, hey, this is my prayer for you? And your ears perk up because you're like, oh yeah, what do you want to pray for me for? Okay. Well, Paul, we're going to spend the next 3 days going through this one prayer that Paul has for the Philippians. When we're looking at this, it's in 3 parts. There's basically like 3 things that Paul prays for. And I wanted to look at each one of those 3 things. And it's just insightful, is in his relationship he had with the Philippians there. And if someone were to say that, like I said before, if someone were to say that to me, hey, this is my prayer for you, my ears would pucker up like, oh, what are you praying for me about? So today it's entitled Paul's Prayer for the Philippians, Part 1. And it is your love may abound more and more. Okay? So let me read this. This is taken today from Philippians 1, chapter 1, verses 9 through 11. Okay? And it'll be the same passage for the next 3 days because it's the same prayer that we're talking about, but it's 3 different parts I want to focus on here. Again, Philippians chapter 1, verses 9 through 11. It says this, and this is my prayer, that your love may abound more and more in knowledge and depth of insight, so that you may be able to discern what is best, and may be pure and blameless for the day of Christ, filled with the fruit of righteousness that comes through Jesus Christ, to the glory and praise of God. Okay? So that's his prayer. Simple prayer. And then the nice thing, he's just writing this letter, he breaks out into prayer, and our life should be like that too. We should be like just, and I do it too, that something comes up into my head. I might be on a run or a bike or working or whatever. Something comes into my head and I pray right there. I stop and pray. And when I say stop and pray, I don't kneel down on the ground and do that. I'm just talking to God. Okay. And that's what Paul is doing here. He's just talking to God, and he's praying this for the Philippians. And that first thing is that your love may abound more and more. Okay. I want you to notice here, though, that Paul does not give an object of what this love abounds to. Okay. So because it's not limited, and when you have that love, you could say your love for God abounds more and more. Your love for others abounds more and more. Well, those 2 are tied together. Okay, so if I love God, my love for others is going to grow more and more. And if I love others, well, that love comes from God. Okay, so it's all tied together. But it should be a picture of that your love may abound more and more, that when people look at you, they can see your love abounds. Okay, it should be like I almost imagine like the love is just like squirting out of you, like you have a big sprinkler on top of your head, just spraying every place, love every place, and that's what it should be. This love just going out every place. So it's obvious that I love God because I'm loving those around me. I'm loving my neighbor and my enemies and everyone around me, and then as I am loving those people, it's obvious that I love God too, okay? And that's what Paul is praying for, that your love may abound more and more. It may abound, just, going out all over the place. And that's what it should be in our lives too, that our love should be abounding more and more just to every place. And so that's what Paul is. That's the first part of his prayer here. Just a nice simple thing, and be my prayer for everyone here that's watching and listening, that your love may abound more and more. And people, when they see that, people will know that you're a follower of Jesus. All right. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm just a regular dude walking in the Word, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow back here in prison as we continue our journey through Philippians. Lord's blessing. I'll see you then.